We'll cover 6 critical areas of web development, which together form a complete web development stack. That means we'll start with user interfaces and the front-end code they're made of. We'll talk about APIs and how data gets transferred over networks. We'll touch on backends, databases, security, the hardware servers run on, and modern cloud computing. But before any of that, let's look at how web development has evolved over the past 20 or so years. We started with Web 1.0, the era of static web pages that essentially just displayed information. We had the .com bubble, Seinfeld, AOL, and a lot of web pages that looked like this. In other words, they were very useful. In the mid to late 2000s, Web 2.0, the era of dynamic web apps, started to emerge. While there's no agreed upon definition, web apps are usually characterized by user.
This video is sponsored by BuyMote shopping app.
Generated content, push notifications, and all the other things that give us anxiety. Now, many believe we're entering a new third era. Customized AI-driven experiences that are different for every user. 2 examples are the YouTube recommendation algorithm, as well as Amazon knowing what we want to buy more than we do. These advances have blurred the lines between web development and the rest of software development. Let's dive into our stack, starting with front end. Notably, this is what the user sees and interacts with directly. It's the portal from our app to the outside world. Most everyone is familiar with the front-end trinity, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It all starts in the browser though when you visit a URL. This will kick off a request for index.html from Google servers. An HTML file is only made up of 2 things. We have text and, more importantly, tags. These tags can modify text, add links, break our page into sections, and add classes that we can apply styles to. We also have standalone tags. Essentially, these tell the browser to load additional assets, whether that's an image or additional files. One such file might be a CSS file, which creates an additional request to the Google servers. When we receive it, it'll scan through our loaded HTML and add styling. This is done through selectors and attributes. Selectors find elements and can be broad, searching for all matching a tag, or more narrow with a class or ID. And attributes are the styles we apply. Here's some examples. Something nerve-wracking for all people learning CSS is how to do spacing. You can do 95% of your spacing if you master something called Flexbox. I'll leave a great link in the description to learn this. CSS isn't logical. It's mostly just practicing, memorizing, and applying what you've learned. For this reason, Google's your friend. Back to our HTML file, there's one more important tag we need to talk about. It's the script tag, which allows us to load JavaScript files from our server or elsewhere on the internet.